Hello, welcome to Solomon's Gate. I'm Jokusi. Today I want to share something with you about Favour, the money current. Favour, the money current. Now, you meet people who look around and say, well, nothing good seems to be happening for me. Nobody seems to be calling me up. Nobody seems to be thinking of me. I have a product, I have a service, but I just can't see money coming to me. Why? That is why we have to talk about favor. In the previous episode, we spoke about how wherever there is wisdom, there is honor. And wherever there is honor, there is favor. Wherever there is favor, there is money. What is favor? Favor is just somebody saying, I like you. I think of you. I would like to work with you. I would like to do something with you. I choose you. Or I choose yours. That's favor. You remember the story of Joseph in Egypt. He was a prisoner. Nobody accounted anything of him. Then one day he was invited to the Pharaoh's palace on a most uncommon brief. He was there to interpret a dream of the Pharaoh. He interpreted the dream of the Pharaoh, but the Bible says he won favor in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of Pharaoh's servants. Now, that same day, he became, for all intents and purposes, the most powerful man in Egypt. Why? It is simply because he won favor with the Pharaoh. That's how Joseph became the most powerful, the richest man in Egypt. Now, in our generation, many people think of the hustle, how they can hustle something out of life, where they want to build their house, what kind of home they would like to live in, what kind of possessions they would like to have. Well, let me tell you something. In life, your first chance at living a prosperous life or having abundance is your parents. If you're born into a rich family or you're born into parents who are well-to-do relatively, that's your first chance. You may have the chance to drive some good cars, travel around the world, and live in some very nice parts of the city. But what if your parents are not rich? What are you going to do? Cry? You're not going to cry. Remember that there is a whole world out there that is controlled by others apart from your parents. So as you meet people, the honor you show, the humility you show, the kindness you show, the dependability you show, the trustworthiness you show, the gratitude you show is what will bring you into their affections. Now, anybody can favor you if you show them the honor, if you show them the honor they deserve. All right? So your dad doesn't have to be the richest man in Accra, but you can have access to somebody, and the way you conduct yourself will change your net worth over the next 12 months. That's the meaning of favor, the money current. So really, if you don't honor anybody and favor is not flowing in your direction, money is not going to come in your direction. Someone has to like you. Someone has to think of you to employ you. Someone has to think well of you to buy your product, or to call you up and say, hey, can you give me 6,000 units of this? All right? So favor really is the money current. So don't really worry about money. Worry about favor. Because if your favor bank is full, your money bank is going to be full. Right? Anybody who has a lot of money coming to them, knows a lot of people, is liked by a lot of people, and works well and relates well with a lot of people. That's why money comes to them. So learn to increase your social capital through good relationships. Keep your word. Learn to solve problems for people. Treat others as you want them to treat you. And do the kind of things that will make others think well of you. And build and add value to relationships. And as you widen your circle, and money won't be your problem. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next episode.